This is Attorney Mike Gravel coming to you from Chicago as usual, and today we're going to look at Better Call Saul Season 4, Episode 7. It's called Something Stupid, and of course, it's good stuff. Welcome to Law Talk. So we kick things off here with Jimmy looking for new office space for when he gets his license back.
Couch, couple chairs, water cooler, electric kettle, maybe an assortment of teas. This is my office in here. Guess what? These are all original fixtures.
And we find out here that he's actually got Huel along for this ride, and he's making him listen to this little tour.
So if you were a lawyer, this would be a great place, right?
If I was a lawyer? Nope.
Here, Huel gives his idea of what good office space would be, and it's this episode's favorite line.
Big glass high rise, 40th floor.
Big glass high rise.
Yeah, when I'm not on my boat.
If you like any of this content, the best way to support me and the channel is to hit like, subscribe, share with friends, and put some comments in the comment section below. Meanwhile, Hector is woken from his coma, but it creates a lot of questions. Namely, what does Hector know? Is he ever going to be able to communicate? And is he still himself?
Este es verde. Ese es verde. Excelente, Hector. Excellent.
Here we get a pretty good indication that Hector is still in there.
Sorry, I'll take care of that.
So here Kim is taking Jimmy to a party at Schweikert and Coakley, and Jimmy's trying to figure out what the ground rules are before the party starts.
Anyone in particular you want me to talk to or not talk to?
Talk to anyone. Really, just have fun.
The party seems to be going fine to begin with, as Jimmy's being very social and likable.
This is for us, Debbie. One for you. There you go. One for Zach.
Thank you.
There, one for Viola. And you know what? Two for Louis, because he skipped lunch to work.
Jimmy ends up going into Kim's office at Schweikert and Coakley, which is really nice, and it kind of sets him off. And right before he goes to chat with Rich Schweikert.
I'm thinking of splurging a little this year. You know, don't want to be outdone by the competition. You know, word gets out, you're a cheapskate.
Sure, that's hard to shake off.
Here Jimmy really goes off the rails and goes after Rich Schweikert, who hasn't really done anything. He's just collateral damage to the fact that he's upset that Kim's working there. And Rich is suggesting that they do a firm outing, and Jimmy just keeps making it bigger and bigger, and it's really awkward.
I'm a private charter jet. And I'm sorry, I'm very busy right now. I'm transporting 56 distinguished attorneys to their amazing destination. Aspen, here we come.
And the drive home goes about how you'd expect.
Well, that was something.
Yep.
Here Gus gets a little progress update on Hector's condition, and it might be a little too good.
Hector's progress is very promising. With sustained intensive care, he may eventually learn how to talk and even walk again.
Then Gus drops this nice sinister line on the doctor.
Perhaps we should temper our expectations.
This is an important clip. Jimmy's out selling his cell phones, and the cop goes up and asks him to stop, but he's undercover. Huel sees them arguing and doesn't realize what's going on, and just goes up and hits him with his lunch.
He's a cop.
Here, Warner, the German engineer, tells Mike very gently that he and his crew really need to get out and blow off some steam.
You have done a wonderful job, Michael. You brought everything we could ask for. But you can't keep men locked away forever.
And Mike completely understands.
All right. Rest and relaxation. Precisely. This is what they need.
So Huel's facing some jail time for hitting the undercover police officer with his lunch, and Jimmy's trying to explain to him that running is not a good strategy.
Up the cop and ran.
But I just won't drive with a broken tail light.
Sooner or later, they're going to catch up with you.
He didn't catch D.B. Cooper.
So Kim gets involved trying to defend Huel, and that gives me an opportunity to talk about law stuff. All right, in this next one, Kim is trying to get a plea bargain with the prosecutor, but once again, the show gets this right. The prosecutor, I think, is spot on in this case. Kim's trying to, just get this reduced to probation or something, but you assault a police officer, and that's going to be elevated. It's an aggravating factor. It depends. I mean, I'm not into the criminal law of New Mexico, but it's like that in every state. There's extra protections for police officers for obvious reasons. They're in the line of dispute more often. And she tries a couple things. She tries to compare it to other plea bargains, which is really not binding on a prosecutor. And none of it's really working, and the prosecutor's not having it. And the show was right for that response. I mean, this is what would happen. You're asking for something that a prosecutor is not going to feel comfortable doing or recommending, and she's really going to lose face if she were to recommend a deal like that.
Would not call it an attack. Realistically, we should be talking misdemeanor.
It's battery on a PO. That's 18 months plus a year.
Bitch time. I know what you're asking for. It's excessive.
The prosecutor carries on with what is a reasonable response, but it turns out to be just downright nasty and personal to Kim. And it's not clear to me whether or not the prosecutor knows Kim's relationship to Jimmy, but the way I see it, I don't think she does. But it makes it all the worse that what she's saying does make sense.
I've got a decorated police officer doing his job. On the other, you have a professional thief who threw him to the ground. And our only witness is a scumbag, disbarred lawyer who peddles drop phones to criminals.
The big takeaways for this episode are that Hector woke up. And what does that mean? We don't know yet. It looks like he's still in there, but he's having difficulty communicating. But if he completely wakes up and is able to communicate, that could go a lot of ways. In addition to that, Jimmy is kind of having a hard time with Kim back at Schweikert and Coakley and is sort of sabotaging it. Here at Law Talk, we do a lot of videos answering common legal questions. We also do reviews of law in the movies and then on TV. We also share some of our more interesting cases. We're always putting out new videos. So if you like that, please hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell.